ladies. I'm Nina Prohl, a radiation oncology nurse and Pilates instructor, and just starting off with a little hydration this morning. Welcome to Pilates Fusion. We're going to be doing some gentle yoga, also some mat Pilates, and ending with some meditation. And I'm going to start the class this morning with a gentle back stretch. And this is what I'd like to offer you as a choice. If any exercise today makes your body angry or is too much, this is a nice relaxation pose you can do. And it's a really good one to keep in your back pocket if you have a busy day and perhaps you're in the car too much, or in office appointments, or at your computer. If you have a little backache, this is my suggestion for happy backs, happy life. So I call this baby back roll. We are going to get down on our back and we're going to hug our knees to our chest and just roll out our lumbar spine, our lower spine. And I call this baby back roll. So this is a good idea to come into this exercise this morning at any time if you need a break. So we're going to start off with happy Friday and happy backs, creating some calm. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in. One more deep breath in, creating some calm, some mindfulness, connecting to the present this morning. So our breath is something we can keep in our back pockets in times of joy, in times of stress, creating that calm, good decision making, some peace and some control in our lives. So I'm going to move on now to an exercise called Happy Baby. Those moms out there, you might remember your kids when they were in their cribs, usually under the age of 2, grabbing, or in the stroller, grabbing your big toes and checking our flexibility this morning, just continuing to roll on our lower back, waking up that spine. And let's continue with our breath, just starting the class this morning, taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Another deep breath in and letting all go. So we're going to be doing Happy Baby a few times this morning, and hopefully as we move forward doing that, you'll feel a little more flexible as the class goes on. Alrighty, so let's come to a standing position at the edge of the mat, and we're just going to start off working on some balance work this morning. And if you're new to balance work, we want everyone to feel safe this morning. We're going to be doing this position, but you can always grab onto a chair or a couch for some little safety assistance if you're feeling that would be a good idea. All right, let's just start off creating some range of motion, opening that chest, rolling our shoulder blades back, our scapula, taking a deep breath in and exhale. Let's bring our arms together in prayer position, coming all the way up to your ceiling, or maybe if you're outside, up to the sky, pulling that big ball of energy to heart center, taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Let's bring the arms out to a T position and continuing working on that range of motion, opening our chest, working on some posture, pulling in the abs nice and tight. Legs are long and strong, sinking into the ground. I'm going to bring my arms out to a T again. And let's bring those arms into prayer position. Slowly bringing up that right knee and choosing somewhere to gaze at in the room. And you might even find this easier if you're barefoot off your mat on your floor. Continuing connecting with your breath. Now let's slowly, with control, bring that leg all the way back down to the mat. Standing nice and tall. Let's roll our shoulder blades back a few times. And perhaps let's wake up those neck muscles that sometimes we forget about. So let's gently just roll our neck to a nice, gentle circle. And let's reverse that circle. Alrighty, let's come forward and bring our arms out to a T again. Let's do some little gentle circles, maintaining that great posture, working on a range of motion, bringing the arms together in prayer position and bringing up that opposite leg, gazing at something in the room to help with our balance. It's a great exercise to do in the morning while you're brushing your teeth or making your coffee. Getting our whole body stronger. So let's slowly, with control, bring that leg all the way back down to the mat. And we're going to come into a forward fold. Let's bring those arms to the ceiling and gently come down one vertebrae at a time to our tailbone, otherwise known as our coccyx. And we're just going to do a gentle hanging, waking up that back. And now we can move into some small circles. And then we are going to reverse those circles. And now let's just move our hands like a grandfather clock pendulum. We're just stretching out our spine. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Let's gently come up one vertebrae at a time, roll those shoulder blades back, and we're going to come down onto our mat now. And we're going to work on some angry, happy cat and downward dog, do a little bit of yoga. So our knees are on the mat and our hands are flat on the mat and our fingers are a little bit spread. And we're going to let our head gently hang
between our arms, and we're going to peel our back to a C curve, slowly coming all the way up to the ceiling, taking a deep breath in, and then exhaling as we bring our belly towards the mat. All the way up again, and exhale. All the way up. And now we're going to come up to downward dog, coming up on your toes, maintaining your head gently resting or hanging between the arms. And we're going to walk our dog out, bringing your foot all the way up and all the way down, stretching out those calves. Alrighty, so now you have a choice. You can come into a plank. You can also come into a plank on your forearms. It's a little more gentle on your wrist. Or you can come all the way up and coming into King Cobra, doing a nice hyperextension of your chest. And then bringing your belly all the way back down to the mat. And then coming up again onto your knees, and we're going to do the angry happy cat a few times, bringing the back slowly into a C curve all the way up, taking a deep breath in and exhale. One more time, all the way up to that angry happy cat. Let's come back again onto our toes, walking out that dog, working on our circulation, flexibility. So now you have these choices again. You can come into a plank, you can hold it, you can come into King Cobra. Come back into that plank. You can try and do a push-up or a few. And then I'm going to come into resting pose, child's pose. Knees are on the mat, toes are touching, bringing my forehead down to the mat and gently walking out my fingers. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling. A deep breath in, exhale. One more time. Alright, we're going to do another gentle stretch this morning. This one is called pigeon, and I'm bringing my right knee forward and left leg is long. And you can just enjoy this nice stretch of the hamstrings for a few seconds. If you would like a deeper stretch, you can come down on your forearms and just gently rest your forehead onto your stacked hands. And just breathe into the stretch. Alrighty, let's slowly and gently come out of this stretch, and we are going to bring our
our left knee forward, the opposite leg. Right leg is long. Feeling that nice gentle stretch. And then of course, if you want to go a little deeper, you can bring your forehead down on your stacked hands. Breathing into the stretch. Alrighty, let's slowly come out of that stretch. You might want a sip of water. Please, everyone, stay hydrated. I know we're all in different climates. And we are going to move on to some Pilates. So let's come up in a standing position and we're going to genie our arms, and you can choose whether you want to do your dominant foot. I'm right-handed, or a little bit of challenge this morning. I'm going to do my non-dominant foot. And this is just a way to gracefully come down on the mat if you want to try it. I'm going to come down slowly and then just come down all the way into a lying position. And we're going to start off with our one leg circle. So I'm going to roll my shoulder blades back so that I'm connected to the mat. My belly's engaged and arms are long and strong, connected to the mat. I'm going to bring up my right leg pointed, and I'm going to do one leg circle, come all the way into a gentle circle, pausing up the top, maintaining that hip connection with my left hip is connected to the mat. So your circle can be as big or small. You can do small circles if you have any issues with your hip, or you can do a little bit larger to have a gentle hip opener exercise. As long as that left hip, the goal is to keep engaged in the mat. And then pausing up the top, I'm going to reverse my circles. Maintaining that foot pointed. And then I'm going to pretend like I have a 50-pound weight on that leg, little isometrics, slowly bringing that leg all the way back down to the mat. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Let's reconnect to the mat, roll our shoulder blades back, open up that chest, great range of motion exercise. Arms are long and strong, glutes are engaged, and we're still working on our core, of course. Bringing up that left leg pointed, continuing with our nice gentle circles, keeping that right hip engaged in the mat. Now let's reverse that circle.
Ready, and let's slowly bring that left leg all the way back down to the mat. And we're gonna move into an exercise called scissors. So bring your shoulder blades off the mat if that feels okay with you. If not, leave them down. And I'm going to bring up my right leg pointed, and I'm going to try and do a gentle stretch. My knee to my nose, the opposite leg is a few inches above the mat, and then I'm going to switch it. And remember, ladies, if at any time you want to take a little break, you can come into that baby back roll. Okay? So I'm going to continue on doing a few more scissors. Alright, last one. Let's bring our knees to our chest, rolling out our spine, getting those happy backs for the weekend. Taking a deep breath in. Letting go. Another deep breath in. Come into happy baby, pulling our big toes, holding onto them, rolling out our spine. Hopefully you're feeling a little more flexible than in the beginning of the class. So I know there must be one lady out there thinking about perhaps having a glass of white wine with a healthy Mediterranean dinner tonight. So thinking about that, I am going to show an exercise called corkscrew if you'd like to try it. Feet come up to the ceiling and they're pointed. I'm rolling my shoulder blades back, connecting to the mat, and I'm just going to do a baby corkscrew with my feet. Alrighty, and while we're up here, I'm thinking of doing some bicycles. So you can try this if you would like. You just rock your hips up a little bit, and then I'm just bringing my legs into a bicycle. And reverse it. Also bring your legs into scissors. Now I'm going to gently roll all the way back down to the mat, taking a deep breath in. We are going to continue, let's do some bridging, take a little break. Bridging, so my feet are flat on the mat. I'm rolling my shoulder blades back to open up that chest. So it's working on some range of motion. And we can. Bringing my arms long and strong so that my whole body is connected to the mat. And I'm just gently peeling my back off the mat, one vertebrae at a time, lower back, middle back, upper back. Now let's just hold this position for maybe 10 seconds or go. This is just some balance work. My glutes are engaged, my abs are engaged, my arms are long and strong, feet are flat on the mat. And we're going to do a gentle pelvis twist that we're just gently bringing our hips to the right, coming forward, coming center, and then hips to the left, and then coming center. Hips are coming to the right. It's a pelvic tilt. Coming center, and then we're moving to the left. Coming center, and then let's gently bring our back all the way back down the mat, honoring that spine. Back is gently coming all the way up, lower back, middle back, upper back. And let's gently peel the back all the way back down the mat. This is a great one to do when your back feels tight. Let's come all the way back up again. And this time, if you want to try a little move, painting stripes on a wall, you can bring that right leg pointed up to the ceiling, and then I'm gently going to pretend I'm painting a stripe all the way back to the opposite knee, and then all the way back up. And remember, you have a baby back roll to go into at any time. And then I'm slowly going to bring that leg all the way back down the mat. And I'm going to shoot up and bring my hips all the way up again. Shoot up that left leg pointed to the ceiling. And we're just doing a nice stripe. And we're gently bringing that leg all the way back down to the mat. Let's give our bodies a nice hug, coming into that baby back roll, taking a deep breath in, and exhale. Taking another deep breath in, and alright, let's come into happy baby. We're having those big toes rolling out our spine. Alright, ladies, let's gently come to a sitting position. I'm just going to grab a sip of my Gatorade. And next exercise is one of my favorites. It's called Mermaid. And it's a nice stretch of our obliques. So I'm going to come sitting on my side, and I am holding my left ankle. Right arm is shooting up to the ceiling by my ear, and I am going to take a deep breath in and exhale, bring the arm to like a gentle rainbow. Taking a nice gentle stretch on my obliques. And just breathing into that stretch a few times. Bringing the hand all the way back up. And this time, perhaps you might be able to lengthen that stretch a little bit. Bringing the arm a little bit more towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And then just coming to that nice rainbow stretch. Taking a deep breath in.
bringing that arm all the way back up again. Last time, make it your best. Coming to rainbow. All right, let's gently come out of that stretch, and we are going to move on to the opposite side. So now we are holding our right ankle. Left arm is coming up by our ear, and we're just going to pull gently out of those obliques and come into that rainbow stretch. And let's connect to our breath. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale. Taking a deep breath in. And letting it go. Bring up that arm again, all the way to the ceiling, coming into rainbow. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Let's come all the way back up again last time. Let's bring the arm a little bit more towards the ceiling. Then coming to the rainbow. Ready, we are going to come into another fun exercise. It's supposed to make you feel like a kid. And if you have any small kids that visit, you'd probably love to do this one. It's called rolling like a ball. And I will demonstrate. So my feet are flat on the mat, and I'm going to bring my hands into the prayer position, and then I open the book, grab my ankles, and I'm going to roll back onto my scapula, my shoulder blades, and then all the way back up. So you can try this one a few times, working on your back, your flexibility. Alrighty, you might want another little sip of water. Okay, we're going to do an exercise called spine stretch forward. So our feet are open the width of the mat, and I'm pretending that I'm at the beach, and I have a nice big beach ball in front of me. And this is a Pilates stretch, not a ballet stretch. So I have my big beach ball. I'm going to roll my shoulder blades back, try to grow taller, sitting up nice and tall, pushing my way into my hips. My hands are coming forward, and I'm going to stretch over that beach ball, shooting my tailbone out the opposite way, doing that nice two-way Pilates stretch. And then taking a deep breath in and exhaling. As I sit up, and I'm trying to lengthen my spine, growing a little bit taller, shooting my hips into the mat, and then I'm going to stretch again over my huge beach ball. And go gently coming all the way back up. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we can come forward again over that beach ball. Okay, we are going to try an exercise called teaser. This is a little bit advanced. If you'd like to try it, or you can go into your baby back wall, take a little break. Teaser There's a few ways of teaching it, so I'm going to teach it 2 ways. I think the easier way is to sit up tall on your mat, and I will demonstrate. I'm going to bring my arms and my legs long at the same time, holding this for a few seconds. And then exhaling, just taking a stretch forward. The other way to teach teaser, you can try it this way too, lying all the way down on your mat, and your glutes and your abs are very strong muscles. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then as I exhale, I'm going to bring my arms and legs up. So I will demonstrate. And then bring the legs all the way back. Alrighty, so I hope some of you tried teaser. Let's work on our backs a little bit more. We're going to come into half roll down. So we are sitting up nice and tall, feet are flat on the mat, and I'm just holding on my thighs, and I'm going to gently bring my back into a C curve, maybe just a few inches till I feel my abs engage, and then just sitting up nice and tall, trying to elongate that back. And this is just half roll down. It's a precursor to a full roll down, which we will try next. This is a nice gentle exercise of your back. Alrighty, so full roll down, I'm going to teach now. And if you practice this another time, or if you have any Campbell soup cans or a 1 pound weight, you can go grab that. It'll make it a little bit easier. You can also have a little daydream that we're on a reformer. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I have pulleys, and I'm pulling onto my weight pulleys, just tricking my brain a little bit, and I'm going to slowly, and you can also put your feet under the couch too if you want to try it that way. So I'm just going to demonstrate. I'm going to slowly come down 1 vertebrae at a time, and then I'm going to do a nice gentle stretch over my head, and then I'm going to slowly peel off that, coming forward. So let's try to do a full roll down a few times. Okay, this is going to be our last one. All right, ladies, we're going to come into some leg lifts now. You can do this standing, holding onto a chair if you don't feel comfortable laying down on your side. So if you're going to do the leg lifts standing up, you would just hold onto a chair for stability, and you can do leg lifts like that, circles. We're going to be also giving this option of coming into a banana pose on your mat. So I'm at the edge of my mat, and then my feet are coming forward, and my foot is pointed, and I'm just going to do some forward and backs. And then we're going to do some up and down. So we're going to point that leg going up and flex it coming down. And then we are going to come into some circles. So your circle can be small as a hip opener, or you could do a bigger circle if that feels nice for you, and then brush the opposite foot. And then we're going to reverse that circle. And then we are going to work on our inner thigh. So we're going to bring that leg forward and then gently just move your foot towards the opposite foot and push your knee up just the tiniest bit. And we're going to bring that inner leg up and down, doing some leg lifts, pointing that leg. We're going to come into some small circles with that leg, just like a tennis ball size. And then we're going to reverse it. And now let's look over to the opposite side. And we are starting to come to an end after we're done with our leg lifts. If you're wondering, we're going to move on to our meditation. So we're doing that banana pose again. We're at the edge of our mat, feet are coming forward. We're going to do some leg lifts, forward and back. Body is connected to the mat. Let's connect the feet. And we're going to do our up and down. So point the leg going up, flex it, down. Now we're going to bring that leg into a circle, puffing up the top, coming around, brushing that foot. Now let's reverse that circle. Alright, let's come now into our inner thigh. So we're going to bring that leg over the opposite one and gently push your knee up just the littlest bit and point that foot towards the opposite foot. So now that inner working leg, we're going to point and we're going to gently bring that leg up and down, do some leg lifts. And now we're going to come into our small circles. And then we'll reverse it. Alrighty, so let's grab a sip of water if you have anything. And we are going to come into our meditation, ladies. So you can lay down on your mat and close your eyes, or you can, if you're comfortable, sitting in crisscross applesauce, You can do that, bringing your legs crossed. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Now I want you to go to a happy place in your brain, visually thinking of a great day, perhaps at the beach or the mountains, maybe out to lunch with one of your favorite people, or perhaps just a pretty color to think about, maybe lavender for peace, or orange for energy. And we're just going to focus on our breath, creating some calm. Deep breath in and exhale out. Let's connect to our breath and create some mindfulness this morning. While we're connecting to our breath and calming our mind, remembering we are on our own journey, pacing ourselves, embracing the gifts of new beginnings, and making a mental note to connect with our breath, being patient with ourselves, and learning how to find some inner peace. Take another deep breath in. Slowly opening our eyes. I hope you all enjoyed the class this morning. Happy backs, happy Friday.